This whole thing with Iran right now has got a lot of people in the country kind of going both sides. A lot of people kind of understand where it came from and why we're doing it. And a lot of people are very happy. But of course, you're going to get those on the other side that are very distraught and very pissed off at it. And they're going to criticize it no matter what comes out of it. I want to put things in perspective for you so maybe you can understand what the Iranian people have been going through. Imagine United States of America. For 250 years, we've been doing our thing. Dressing the way you want to dress, freedom of religion, freedom of press. Women are able to go to college. Young men are able to become whatever they want to be. Women can become whatever they want to be. Join the military if you decide to, yes or no. Become a scientist. Become an engineer. Become a doctor, a lawyer. We've been doing that for centuries. And all of a sudden, a group comes in with the help of a foreign country. And in a matter of weeks, they changed all that. Women could no longer dress how they wanted to dress. They had to wear burqas. They had to wear hijabs. Boys at 15, 16 years old were taken off the schoolyard and thrown in the front forces of the military to fight a war that nobody even understood about. But that's what Iranians were going through. The Persian people were a westernized country for decades. Under the Shah, they had freedom. Women wore short skirts, go-go boots. Men wore suit and ties, just like any other westernized country, like in England or the United States. That's what it was like. And when the Ayatollah took over in 1978, within weeks, that freedom had changed. They had all types of religions over there. It was mainly Muslim, but they had Christians, they had Jewish, they had everything over there. Everybody kind of got along. The Shah ruled with an iron fist, but it was fair, and it was a Western modernized country. Hell, the Persians invented algebra. Bet you didn't know that. They were a scientific and engineering marvel of a society. They invented all types of things. And when the new regime came in with the Ayatollah, all that changed. All of it stopped. Women were oppressed. Men had to serve the military. The education stopped. The way the westernized culture in that country just ceased overnight. And that's what it was like. Imagine if that happened to the United States. Imagine if an Islamist radical group started coming to this country and started telling us what to do, changing the way we did our things for centuries. It would suck, wouldn't it? You'd want somebody to get those people out of the way. And that's what Donald Trump did. He's getting them out of the way. And the reason why is because the country is having an uprising. Now, they've done a bunch of them over the last 30, 40 years, but this one's for real. You see, when Gen Z gets a hold of a cell phone, they got internet and they got social media. And they're starting to realize how bad they really got it. Then they can research the history of their country, and they want what their grandparents and their parents had for a very long time. And they're tired of it. And so what did the Iranian regime do? They started killing them by the thousands. Young adults, 35 and under. That was the majority of the ones that were killed. They want their freedom back. They want women to be able to go to school, go to college. They want men to be able to become whatever they want. They want the engineering and marvels and the education and the genius that came out of the Persian people to come back. And that's what it's like for them. So you can mourn our men and women that are dying in this battle. But remember, this is an all volunteer service. Nobody's forced to go in. It's not a draft. And trust me, as a former infantryman and served combat in Afghanistan, I get it. Imagine training for the Super Bowl and practicing over and over again and never getting into a game. That would suck. Trust me. Those men and women that serve our military, this is their Super Bowl. They train for this. They don't want to die, but they all train for it. It's what they do. And we're the best in the world at it. And we train the way we train to try to alleviate the amount of casualties that come out. So unfortunately, we're probably going to have more people killed in action, but that's the price we pay sometimes. And mourn them, cry for them, remember them always, but understand, this is their Super Bowl, and they want to help these people because that's what the United States of America is truly about.